When we first got married, we were even staying in my parents' house. Yet just one room and starting our life. It wasn't what like we envisioned for ourselves. It wasn't where we wanted to be. But we started from there and we made the most of it. You get?
Was the most
That was
uncomfortable start.
yeah. But we started from there and we walked our way through. Going to work from there, going to church from there, you know, raising our son. We lived in my parents' house for 1 year
1 whole year.
before we now got our place and even moved farther away from where I grew up. You get? To have like our own small enclave. You get? When we even moved into the house, remember there was no bed.
We moved into an empty apartment.
No bed, nothing.
Nothing, just our clothes. And we slept on the floor for at least 1 month plus.
Yeah, a month plus.
Yeah.
I remember the first few weeks, all our clothes, we put them in the parlor.
Yeah.
And we were lying on top
And
of the
we were
clothes.
sleeping there with our son. He was how old? Barely 1 year.
Was barely, yeah?
Yeah, he was barely we moved in 2017 and we had him in 2016. We moved in February.
In February, just a week to my birthday or something.
So he was
around this time.
1 year.
Around this time.
He was sleeping on the floor with us. Then we later slept on carton.
Oh my days.
Why we sharing this?
Just to encourage anybody that is just starting life. There's one thing that keeps me going now. People say, if all mad, so if you start now and start killing yourself, when am I going to get this? When am I going to get that? And you forget where you are and what you need to build on, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Because if we were stuck up on that time saying that, oh, our mates are doing this, our mates are doing that. Look at people going to Dubai for their honeymoon. Look at people celebrating their children.
We're not even eating food. We didn't have money. We didn't have money for data.
Oh my
days. The people. It was a very uncomfortable
at one point, I think there was one of the days I was changing my son's diaper and he just weed on my laptop.
Oh yeah.
And
the laptop went bad.
Then it was just 2.5 to fix the power IC. I did not have 2.5.
And with nowhere to get 2,500 naira.
This is like a true story. This is a true story. As in, don't say I did not tell you or you need to ask anybody.
Can you got this for me, Jess? This band is
2005 I didn't have at that time.
Sorry. Yes.
No bed, nothing. And we were living life like that. When we moved to the new place, there was times where we couldn't even eat. But I had to make sure, okay, as long as my wife ate and my child had eaten, it was okay for me. She even started working before me, so it was kind of like too hard for me to provide because there was no money. She was literally the one financing the whole family. But I didn't stop there. I had to go out every day, find something to do. And when I started working to regularize my work, I had to go back to school, do a PhD course in education. And where I was working then, it was a crazy place. It was like an hour into the project.
Because coming back, it's almost 3 hours.
I had to leave the house like 5 o'clock.
Was it okay?
Yeah, I had to leave the house like 5 o'clock, 5:30 to go there then. Man, it was crazy. And basically, what I was being paid then was like my transport fee for the whole month. Imagine a graduate starting a level 8 job and you're being paid at 8,000 naira as at 2017. Even as much as it is, at 8,000 naira, when compared to the economy of now, what that 8,000 naira can get then is quite reasonable compared to now.
Quite reasonable. You had a wife and a child.
Yeah, so, true.
We were struggling. It was crazy.
Just to put it into context, then going to Yebu as a teacher then and coming back amidst the risk that was involved, the transportation was about, I think, 4-5. Yes, because no, just going and coming back.
That's horrible.
So if I had to go and come back, sometimes I went there 3 times, 4 times a week, and I came back. But at one point I said, no, this is no longer sustainable. I was now going there, stay 2-3 days, then I came back. But what made me said no, this was something I couldn't do anymore, was when they started the kidnapping thing back there.
And when you had the accident?
Yeah, I did have the accident, but that didn't stop me because the terrain was rough.
He had an accident and he fell off the bike and landed on an anthill. Imagine the place that had anthill, anthill. It was horrible. He's still insist that, let's get our exam, I have to show up.
I'm always committed. Anything I'm doing, I'm always committed.
No problem.
So it was the kidnapping thing that I couldn't deal with. That was the last straw for me. So that was how I stopped that. And I didn't just say I'm going to stay at home. I now moved to Lagos. Was now working in Lagos. Then I think it was during the Lagos trip that I now started getting some money. I came back and now did our holy matrimony, right?
Yeah.
I think that was, yeah.
It was a fresh start for us.
That was a fresh start for us from 2018 February. You get, just before my birthday again. So that was how things picked up.
Just a little like this.
So now people will look at you and I now and say, "Oh, he's just doing this. He's just doing that." They will they will say, "Why does he worship her so much? Why does he even worship the ground she walks on?" Oh my God, I need to worship the ground he walked on because he slept on carton with me. You
Just
understand?
so you know,
Literally,
just so you know,
literally.
just so you know.
Remember
It was
days
so annoying.
when we used to go take
Let me say
credits?
my mind just.
Yeah, you say your mind, say your
He's
mind.
giving me a lot of credit, but then I used to think, should I run away? Oh my God. But he was such a charm and he was such a nice man. He kept on reassuring me, assuring and reassuring me that he's going to work hard. He was very consistent with his reassuring. That helped me to look further.
Mm-hmm.
But experiencing it was, if you know me then, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people, our friends will see this, they can relate. It was horrible. Wearing the same clothes, just one hair, looking like for cream. It was so black, so. And you know when you're stressed, it becomes so fat because you don't know. No, it was horrible. And then when we had our second son, was when everything changed. That boy is a miracle boy. Everything changed. I keep saying, why I wish you were in this. You might be going through your own trial and you might be struggling now. It will not last. Consistency, keep up, keep doing what you're doing with a clean heart, and God will see you through. And if you're up there, you can relate with what to do. And if you're up there, thank your God, thank your stars. That's your luck time. But it's not easy. No, person way in being quick done. But don't say other people lazy. They know some people lazy.
No be like.
So at every level you are, keep pushing.
True. True. Now we're going on vacations. Some people will see this and be like, when will my own turn reach? Your turn is coming.
It's here. All my friends are like, oh my God, I tap into your blessing. It's good though, MMO. But this kind of blessing that comes with a start.
Our start was a case start too. It was a really case start.
Everybody that knew me then and loved me then was so scared for me, like, oh, Genevieve, will you survive this? What is this? I got you. I keep saying, but thank God for you.
Some people, I know that they will see this. People that don't talk to me, they felt like, and these are people that are close, family even. They felt like, this marriage, let's just give it 2 years.
You're not God. Even after many years, something can go wrong, but it's not our portion. So you're not God. You're not God. Even 20 years marriage can hit the rock anytime. Okay? Just like human life is unpredictable. So it's this whole marriage relationship thing. You don't know what will happen the next minute. So
while we are here, we're going to put in our efforts. Best efforts. To being intentional. The consistency.
Let's keep sharing. I want us to keep. What are we?
To open communication.
To patience.
To understanding.
To kindness.
To love. To more vacations.
To more vacations.
I know that's the one that will suit you.
To more money. No. What to chase this more money? Oh, yeah. Double chest. To more money. What am I chest? To more money. Another one.
Me, I want money.